Good morning, my dear students. Last class we have been completed up to the question number 7 in exercise 3.2. So today I am going to discuss from the question number 18. And the question is, he has given that matrix A and we need to prove that I plus A is equals to I minus A into this matrix, where I is a unit matrix of order 2 cross 2. Let's start the solution. To prove this, first we need to find out the value of LHS, then RHS, and comparing these two. If they are equal, equal. If they are not equal, not equal. So first, the value of LHS is equals to what? I plus A, which is equals to I is a unit matrix of order 2 cross 2. Unit matrix means 1 0 0. Order of this matrix is 2 cross 2 plus A matrix, and A matrix is given by 0 minus tan alpha by 2, tan alpha by 2, and 0, which is equal to 1 plus 0, 1. 0 plus into minus minus, 0 minus tan alpha by 2 is minus tan alpha by 2, and then 0 plus tan alpha by 2 is tan alpha by 2, and 1 plus 0 is equals to 1, and this is the matrix I plus A. Call it as equation number 1. Now RHS. RHS is equals to I minus A into matrix cos alpha minus sin alpha, cos alpha minus sin alpha, and then sin alpha cos alpha, sin alpha cos alpha. I minus A matrix ನೋಡಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? I minus ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? minus I minus A ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರೆದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 1 minus 0 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, which is equals to first element ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಇದು I minus A ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಪ್ಲಸ್ I plus A ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈಗ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ I minus A. I ಅಂದ್ರೆ this identity matrix and A is the given matrix. I minus A means 1 minus ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 1 minus 0 is 1. Then 0 minus of minus tan alpha by 2 is plus tan alpha by 2. And then 0 minus 0 minus tan alpha by 2 is minus tan alpha by 2. And now 1 minus 0 is 1 into this matrix cos alpha minus sin alpha, sin alpha into cos alpha. And now product of these two matrices ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ರೋ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಕಾಲಮ್. ನಾವು ತೆಗಿತೀವಿ ನೋಡಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. which is equals to first row first column 1 into cos alpha plus tan alpha by 2 into sin alpha. So first row first column completed. Next first row second column 1 into minus sin alpha minus sin alpha, tan alpha by 2 into cos alpha plus tan alpha by 2 into cos alpha. First row second column completed. Now second row first column minus tan alpha by 2 into cos alpha minus tan alpha by 2 into cos alpha plus 1 into sin alpha, sin. Now सेकंड और सेकंड कम माइनस tan अल्फा बाय 2 into माइनस sin अल्फा माइनस into माइनस प्लस tan अल्फा बाय 2 into sin अल्फा प्लस 1 into cos अल्फा is cos अल्फा now which is equals to the RHS is equals to ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ cos alpha plus tan alpha by 2 into sin alpha ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾನು and we must try to write the cos alpha and sin alpha in terms of tan why because this LHS consisting 1 minus tan alpha by 2 tan alpha by 2 and 1 so we are proving so we must try to express this cos and sin in terms of tan so cos alpha is equals to formula is tan cos 2 theta is 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೀತೀನಿ cos alpha ನ tan so formula ನೋಡಿ 1 minus tan square alpha by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 plus tan alpha by 2 as it is into sin alpha and sin 2 theta in terms of tan theta the formula 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta sin alpha formula 2 tan alpha by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square alpha and next minus sin alpha so minus 2 into tan alpha by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square alpha then plus tan alpha by 2 into cos alpha formula 1 minus tan square alpha by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 and now minus tan alpha into cos alpha minus tan alpha as it is into cos minus tan alpha by 2 as it is into cos alpha 1 minus tan square alpha by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 then plus sin alpha plus the formula for sin alpha is 2 tan alpha by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 and now here tan alpha as it is tan alpha by 2 as it is sin alpha is 2 tan alpha by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 plus cos alpha the formula for cos alpha is 1 minus tan square alpha by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 and now which is equals to here there is two terms LCM ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ಸೈಡ್ ಡಿರೈವೇಟಿವ್ ಬರೋ 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 so LCM is 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 ಇಲ್ಲೇನಲ್ಲ 1 minus tan square alpha by 2 1 minus tan square alpha by 2 plus 2 tan alpha by 2 into tan alpha by 2 so 2 tan square alpha by 2 tan square alpha by 2 therefore 2 tan square alpha by 2 minus tan square alpha by 2 is tan square alpha by 2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ 1 plus tan square alpha 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 and now here also LCM is 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 11 minus 2 tan alpha by 2 minus 2 tan alpha by 2 plus tan alpha by 2 into 1 tan alpha by 2 plus into minus tan alpha by 2 into tan square alpha by 2 cube alpha by 2. Now minus tan alpha by 2 plus tan alpha by 2 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ minus tan alpha by 2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ minus tan cube alpha by 2. Now in between these two we may take minus tan alpha by 2 as common. ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಬಂತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ tan alpha by 2 ಕಾಮನ್ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ tan square alpha by 2. I hope all of you understand. Therefore ಇಲ್ಲಿ numerator ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ minus tan alpha by 2 into 1 plus tan square alpha by 2. 1 plus tan square alpha by 2. And next here also LCM is 1 plus tan square alpha by 2. 1 plus tan square alpha by 2. So now we will go to minus tan alpha by 2 into 1. Minus tan alpha by 2. Minus into minus plus tan alpha by 2 into tan square alpha by 2. Tan cube alpha by 2 plus 2 tan alpha by 2. 2 tan alpha by 2. Now 2 tan alpha by 2 minus tan alpha by 2 is equals to tan alpha by 2. 2 tan alpha by 2 minus tan alpha by 2 is tan alpha by 2. Tan alpha by 2 plus tan cube alpha by 2. So in between these two terms we may take tan alpha by 2 as common. Here 1 plus here tan square alpha by 2. So therefore in our tan alpha by 2 is common into 1 plus tan square alpha by 2. And here also LCM is 1 plus tan square alpha by 2. Here tan alpha by 2 into 2 tan alpha by 2. 2 tan square alpha by 2 plus 1 minus tan square alpha by 2. Here 2 tan square alpha by 2 minus tan square alpha by 2 is tan square alpha by 2. 1 plus tan square alpha by 2. So therefore now this is equals to 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 get cancelled. Here we go to 1 here 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 get cancelled. Here we go to minus tan alpha by 2. And next here 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 get cancelled. Here we go to tan alpha by 2. And here also 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 get cancelled. Remaining part 1. And this is what equation number 2. Now compare equation 1 and 2. Same number 1 minus tan alpha by 2 minus tan alpha by 2 tan alpha by 2 tan alpha by 2 and 1 and this is equals to what RHS that is equal to LHS. Compare equation 1 and equation 2. LHS is equal to what RHS. I hope all of you understood. If possible take a look. So now the 19th question. A trust fund has 30,000 rupees invested in 2 types of bonds. And in such a way that first bond pays 5% interest per year and second bond pays 7% interest per year. And the question is, if this trust fund has an annual interest of 1800, how to divide this 30,000 rupees in first and second bonds? That will be calculated by using which method? Matrix multiplication method. This is the first question. And the second question, if the trust fund has an annual interest of 2,000 rupees, then how to divide this 30,000 first one is equals to what? Rupees x. Among 30,000 rupees, x rupees is invested in first one. It means in second one, the invested amount should be equal to what? Rupees 30,000 minus x. Now, we need to calculate this value of x by using the matrix multiplication. And matrix multiplication or how we want to be rows versus column. So we just express one kind of data in row matrix and other kind of data in column matrix. And also we know that the formula for simple interest is PPR divided by 100. Here the value of T is annual interest means 1 year. And next, principal value is x rupees and 30,000 minus x rupees. This is reverse not the first one and second one. And rate of interest is first one phase 5% per year and second one phase 7% per year. So therefore, the value of P means principal values can be taken in the row matrix because matrix multiplication row versus column. So first is x rupees and second one is 30,000 minus x rupees. Row matrix into column matrix. Column matrix is rate. T value to 1 year. The value of R rate of interest is 5% and 7%. Other column matrix. So 5% is nothing but 5 divided by 100. So this is 5 divided by 100. And second one is 7%. Means what? 7 divided by 100 is equals to the value of simple interest here. What is the first question? 1800. So is equals to what? 1800. And this is the first question. Now, rows versus column. First row, first column. Another one row, one column. So this row into this column. X into 5 by 100 is what? 5x divided by 100 plus 30,000 minus x into 7 by 100. So 7 into 30,000 minus x divided by 100 is equals to what? 1800. I hope all of you understand. Now, here LCM is 100. So 5x plus 7 into 3, 21 means 2,10,000 minus 7 into x, 7x divided by 100 and LCM other sides shift ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So 1800 into 100 is equals to 1,80,000. Now 5x minus 7x is equals to minus 2x. ಅದನ್ನ ಆ ಸೈಡ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. So ಇದೇನಂದ್ರೆ 2,10,000 minus ಈ 1,80,000 ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ 1,80,000 is equals to 5x minus 7x is minus 2x. A minus 2x ಆ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ plus 2x. Now 2,10,000 minus 1,80,000 is equals to 30,000. Which is equals to 2x. Therefore, the value of x 2 ones are 15,000. So therefore, the value of x is equals to 15,000. Hence, 15,000 rupees is invested in which one? First one. In first one. And now for the second one, 30,000 minus x. Second one, 30,000 minus x rupees are invested in second one. Therefore, the amount of invested in second one is 30,000 minus is 15,000 is equals to 15,000. Therefore, 15,000 rupees is invested in the first one and 15,000 rupees is invested in the second one to get an annual interest of 1800. This is the answer for first question. And what is the answer for second question? Here same we just substitute the value of 1900 equal to 2000 from again same calculation. I hope all of you understood. If possible, take a look. So now the second question in 19th one. To get an annual interest of 2000 rupees, how to divide this 30,000 in two parts? So again, so amount of invested in first and second one will be expressed in row matrix, and rate of interest by first and second one will be in column matrix, which is equals to what? The amount of total interest is equals to what? 2000. So again say rows versus column, x into 5 by 100, 5x divided by 100 plus 30,000 minus x into 7 by 100. So 7 into 30,000 minus x divided by 100 is equal to what? 2000. And again 5x, their LCM is 100. So 5x plus 7 into 30,000, 2,10,000 minus 7 into x, 7x divided by 100 na answer put ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. So 2000 into 100 is equal to what? 2 lakh. Now so 2,10,000 minus 2 lakh is set to ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ plus 2 lakh equals what? Minus 2 lakh is equals to 5x minus 7x is minus 2x. Our minus 2x answer is which is equals to 2x. So 2,10,000 minus 2 lakh is 10,000, which is equals to what? 2x. Again 2 1 is 5,000. Therefore we get the value of x is equals to what? 5,000 rupees. And this 5,000 rupees is invested in which one? First one. First one is x rupees in first one. And the amount invested in the second one is equal to just 30,000 minus 5,000. 30,000 minus 5,000 is equal to what? 25,000. I hope all of you understood. If possible, take a look. So now the question number 20. The bookshop of a particular school has 10 dozen chemistry books. So number of chemistry books is equal to what? 10 dozen, means 10 into 5. And 8 dozen physics books. Number of physics books is equal to 8 dozen, means 8 into 12. And 10 dozen economics books. The number of economics books is equal to 10 dozen, means 10 into 12. And their selling prices are 80 rupees, 60 rupees and 40 rupees each respectively. It means for each copy of a chemistry book is 80 rupees. And then for each copy of a physics book is 60 rupees. And for each copy of a economics books is 40 rupees. And now we need to find the total amount received by the bookseller after selling all these books by using which method? Matrix algebra. So for that we just express one kind of data in row matrix and other kind of data in column matrix. The number of books na row matrix express ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಈ rupees na express ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ column matrix. So which is equal to the number of books 10 into 12 and then 8 into 12 and then 10 into 12 into these rupees in column matrix 8, 60, 40, 80, 60 and 40. So first column there is only one point, only one column. So which is equal to ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು 12 ನ ಕಾಮನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು because 12 is multiplied by all these elements of this row matrix. So 12 is common. ಹೀಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ನೋಡಿ 10 ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ 8 ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ 10 into the matrix consists the elements 80 60 and 40. Now which is equal to, so 12 into that multiple 10 into 80 800 plus 8 into 60 480 plus 10 into 40 4, which is equal to 12 into 480 plus 400 880 880 plus 800 1680 which is equal to 12 into 0 0 12 8 is 96 12 6 is 72 72 plus 9 81 12 1 is 12 12 plus 8 20, so 20,160 rupees. The bookshopper will receive 20,160 rupees after selling all these books. I hope all of you understood. If possible, take a look. Now the question number 21 and 22. These are the multiple choice questions. Here he has given that X is a matrix of order 2 cross n, Y is a matrix of order 3 cross n, Z is a matrix of order 2 cross p, W is a matrix of order n cross p, and P is a matrix of order p cross p. Then what is the order of the matrix Py plus Wy? To find the matrix Py plus Wy, first we need to find the matrix Py and Wy. So therefore, the matrix Py is defined only when number of columns in the matrix P should be equal to number of rows in the matrix Y. Here he has given that the order of the matrix P is P cross P, and the order of the matrix Y is 3 cross P. So to define the matrix Py, number of columns in the matrix P should be equal to number of rows in the matrix Y. Therefore, K should be equal to 3. Then only the matrix Py is defined. First condition is what? K is equal to 3. And now, the order of the matrix Py should be equal to P cross Q. And now, the order of the matrix Wy. The matrix Wy is defined only when the number of columns in the matrix W should be equal to number of rows in the matrix Y. So here he has given that order of the matrix W is n cross p, and order of the matrix Y is 3 cross p. So here already the number of columns is equal to number of rows. So therefore, the order of the matrix Wy is n plus p. Now, the matrix Py plus Wy is defined only when order of both the matrices are same. Addition of the matrix is possible only when order of both the matrices are same. So here the order of the matrix Py is P cross K, order of the matrix Wy is P cross K. To define Py plus Wy matrix, P should be equal to n. Then only Py plus Wy matrix is defined. Therefore, we get two conditions here. One is the P should be equal to n, and second one is K is equal to 3. So among the four options, first option is K is equal to 3 and P is equal to n. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. And now the 22nd question. Here he has given that for these matrices, what is order of the matrix 7x minus 5z if n is equal to P? Now, 7x is a matrix whose scalar multiple is 7, and the order of the 7x should be equal to order of the matrix x. Change agala matrix x ka 7 ಇಂದ multiply ಮಾಡಿದ ಬಂದ್ರೆ each and every element of the matrix x is multiplied by 7. and order of the 7x should be equal to order of the matrix X. And the order of 7x matrix is 2 cross n minus order of 5z matrix. So here scalar multiple of z is 5 here. So the order of the matrix 5z should be equal to order of the matrix z, that is 2 cross p. And now difference of these two matrices is possible only when order of both the matrices are same. So here the order of the 7x matrix is 2 cross n and order of the 5z matrix is 2 cross p, and he has given that n is equal to p. It means order of these both the matrices are same amount. Therefore the order of this 7x minus 5z is of order 2 cross n or 2 cross p. So therefore here he has given that the option 2 cross n and option B is the correct answer. I hope all of you understood. If possible, take note. And this is all about exercise 3.2. And one more thing, there exist some solved questions in your textbook before the exercise 3.2. That questions also very most important for your examination. So practice all the questions.